What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome. Come on. Step outside the box. Step outside the box. I know it's been a minute. I know. I see some of y'all upset. You know what I mean? Some of y'all like, oh, now this nigga gonna make an episode. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I know it's been a while, but I think we got something worthwhile here. Just wanted to make a end of the year episode, something to culminate, kind of celebrate what we've done so far. Before we get into that, of course, I'm your host, Mike Terry. Uh, Also in the studio with me is the ever consistent, the MVP, the Swiss Army knife, the jack of all trades, um, the one half of the other half of the other half. I don't even know where I'm going with it. Give it up for Blacksmith 24/7, everybody.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Appreciate you being here, man. This is cool, man. This is cool. I'm excited for this new year, 2025, man. Um, be grateful. Be grateful. That's a big thing for me, man. Just maintaining attitude of gratitude. You know what I mean? Be grateful for what you got. Be grateful that you could do like this. Because just like that, something could happen. And then now you can't do that no more. So be grateful, man. You can't see everything that's going to happen. Make it an effort, make it a planned effort. Lord, I thank you for waking me up. I thank you that I can move everything. I thank you that I'm in my right mind. You know what I mean? Be grateful. I'm sure we're unintentionally we're going to take something for granted. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's things that I take for granted on a daily basis that I'm not even aware of. You know, the fact that I could turn this light on and the power come on, you might take it for granted. You know what I mean? You wake up in the morning, I want to watch some Netflix. And you know what I mean? Your internet connection work. You know what I mean? You ain't have a blackout last night. A lot of things, man. You know what I mean? You wake up and you still got your identity. Your identity wasn't stolen. There's a bunch of things you could take for granted. So I would encourage people maintain an attitude of gratitude, man. I think it definitely can set the tone for a good day. Um, and you know what I mean? I think it's pleasing to God, most importantly. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling optimistic about this year, man. You know, I talked about it. I was on Blacksmith's the Ride at Five recently, and he was talking about New Year's resolutions, and I don't make a big habit of having New Year's resolutions because I'm always trying to get better and evolve and grow on a day to day basis and stuff like that. But one thing I'm focusing on this upcoming year is less thinking, more action. You know, more active, being more active. You know that doesn't mean I'm not going to do any thinking, but it just means less trying to plan or less trying to think about everything and have everything come out right and be perfect and more action. Like I got a lot of ideas in my head and I'm just trying to get them out this year. For sure, get them all out. Start next year with a whole new batch cuz it's not like I'm gonna just stop having ideas and stuff like that. So, I'm real excited, and I don't want to just continuously be like, yeah, we gonna do this next year, we gonna do that, and just I'm not trying to be that guy anymore. You know what I mean? You're gonna see results. You're gonna see results, man. Um, I think about this journey that we've been on, and I say we because I don't feel like I'm alone. Not in the studio. Also, you guys viewing. You know what I mean? Consistent viewers, I appreciate you. I feel like you guys are along the journey with us for sure, man. I think about this journey from the old building that we were at over, you know, I'm sure we could say the location now over on Townsend Street. You know, that first location we was at. Uh, you know what I mean? Just starting that out. Starting it out. I think we started off on fire too, man. I was appreciative and still am appreciative of everybody being excited, you know what I mean, from that first promo trailer that we had, you know, 15 seconds long. But the thing is, some things take time. You know what I mean? Some things take time. You know what I mean? Everything doesn't happen in one take. And today, I want to not only reflect on the years that we've had on this podcast and the current year and look forward to the new year, but I want to bring you along certain parts of the journey that you may not have seen. You know what I mean? Or you obviously you didn't see. You know what I mean? Some people will call them bloopers. I'll call them some funny moments. Some funny moments. More importantly, I want to show you first. This is not even a blooper of the promo that you've seen. This is a blooper of the ones that didn't necessarily make the cut that led up to. You know what I mean? But I think it's funny, and I think I want to share it. I want to share this moment with you, man. So let's go ahead and take a look at the process of making this promo. It's cool. Right, cool. Oh, hey, my bad. Hold on. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Mike Terry, Syracuse comedian from Syracuse, New York, obviously. Fuck it, we're gonna keep that. I got a brand new podcast coming out. It's called Outside the Box with Mike Terry. On this podcast, we're gonna talk about comedy, sports, and entertainment. We also gonna have some special. All right. We're also gonna have some special guests, people that you should know about. Most importantly, on this podcast, we're gonna laugh, educate, and motivate. We're gonna be releasing episodes, brand new episodes, every Saturday episode. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun to make. Had a bunch of different takes and stuff like that from that day and then other days and stuff like that. The ones that you're about to see in a few moments is like we came back to it. We recorded some more promos, you know, leading up to, you know, getting closer to the initial, a little further down the line is a better way to say it. So you'll see me in a different outfit, but yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I enjoyed this process. I enjoyed this process, man. I enjoyed trying new things out, whether it be different ways to promote, you know, different ways to do an episode and stuff like that. But yeah, man, there's you know, the process has been a blessing. It's been fun. It's been frustrating. It's been the process. You know what I mean? So we got a couple more that we're gonna show you, and we're gonna show you on back to back. So you're gonna see two different, you know, me wearing two different outfits, but it's two videos back to back. As you see, that first one had 3 different moments, but these ones are kind of more quick, so give you more bang for your buck. We're gonna show them back to back, but I don't even think I really need to set it up. These are some other moments that happened during the process. Hey, I'm Mike Terry. I have a brand new podcast called Outside the Box with Mike Terry. Why do I call it Outside the Box? Because we're comedians. We think outside the box. Also, we're not just going to talk about comedy. We're also going to talk about sports, entertainment, as well as other topics that I enjoy. On this podcast, most importantly, we're going to laugh, educate, motivate. I feel like I'm walking you down with a gun. Give me the fucking gun. No,
you good.
Then I start walking with. Hey, I'm Mike Terry. I got a brand new podcast coming out very soon. It's called Outside the Box with Mike Terry. On this, fuck it, we just gonna shoot the ending, and then we'll But yeah, that last one, I was tired. I was we had been recording not throughout that day, but for at least a couple hours at that point. And you know, sometimes I'll be wanting things that, you know, I can be a perfectionist. And I've been, you know, working on that and allowing myself grace for whether it be just failure or just room to improve and stuff like that. But it's been a fun journey, man. I mean, life's always gonna have ups and downs and adjustment periods and stuff like that. And you know, as you saw, that was the inaugural building that we was at. You know, a building we thought we were initially gonna stay at. You know what I mean? But you know, look at where we at now. We had the moment where we were in that other location, out in Central Square with the background, the colored checkered background. Where we were in that recording studio, and there was some cool moments in there. You know what I mean? We had one of our top episodes, in fact, and right there in that it wasn't a basement, but in my mind, I think of it as the trenches. You know what I mean? I think of it as the dungeon. You know, the Gap Tooth episode happened there. You know what I mean? So you know, do not despise the days of humble beginnings. You know, stay encouraged throughout your journey. Other people who are looking to do podcasts and stuff like that and sketches and you know what I mean, whether you got the camera that you want, you know, whether you got the crew that you want, the support that you want. Look, as long as you can see in your mind what you want to do, you know what I mean, and you got something, you got some way to take a step forward, go for it, man. Start where you at. It ain't got to be perfect. You know what I mean? It ain't. Everybody had to start at some point. You know what I mean? Not everybody had uh, big companies backing them, or you know what I mean, or whether you in the right location or not. You know what I mean? You might be. Uh, I was gonna say some name of a city, but I'm sure that would offend somebody. And here I go saying it. You could be in Poughkeepsie, my nigga. I don't know where you could be in Hickleberry, Vermont, or I'm just making that one up. But you start where you at, man. You start where you at. Who knows? Maybe that can be it can be a sense of a novelty about, you know what I mean, you starting somewhere where nobody's heard of, or you know, whatever the case may be. But I hope that these bloopers are encouraging to others, you know. Yeah, because you know, just like Instagram, everybody sees the finished product on a normal basis. Everybody sees the finished product. And, you know, I just wanted to show you it ain't always it ain't always in one take. It ain't always gonna come out perfect. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're gonna be there 20 minutes, an hour, just to get a good 15 seconds in or something like that, you know. Even if there's times where I've practiced my promos and I've still taken a little time to get it recorded right, or you know, get it tight to where I can do it in one take. And I've gotten better at it, you know, and that's part of the journey. It's part of the process. Um, I know Blacksmith is very grateful that I put more effort and more thought into my sketches, because I remember the first what was it? The news sketch, the C2C news sketch. Yeah, when I was at the little news desk and stuff like that. For those who have seen it, anybody who hasn't, my Instagram is Mike Terry 7 at Mike Terry 7, MikeTerry 7. If you know what I mean, you look for the news sketch, you'll see it in there. But the process of that, I remember we were looking at some of the moments the other day, were me just sitting there at the table, just trying to figure out what words I wanted to say. I know what I wanted it to look like, but what words was I gonna say? And that, you know, Blacksmith. Pause. I said Blacksmith the whole time. I didn't say your actual name, did I? Okay. All right. But yeah, Blacksmith was very patient with me. You know what I mean? But I do understand. You know what I mean? There's other people's time is being used as well, so I try to be thoughtful of that. But yeah, you know what I mean? You learn. I learn. You know what I mean? Let me write this up a little bit, or let me plan it out more in my mind. Let me go through my words that I want to say, what bullet points I want to hit, and then I'll fill in the rest with like some improv or whatever. You know, it goes a long way. Shout out to the Utica comedy community. They had to go through one of my. they were gracious. They were willing to sit with me. But one of the sketches that I had, where it's like not a comedian's worst nightmare, but one of a comedian's greatest fears or something like that, where it's a sketch about a comedian doing the same jokes, and one of the crowd members calls him out on it and stuff like that. But the process of that was me after a show, or you know, yeah, after a show, saying, "Hey, anybody who wouldn't mind staying, I want to do a sketch. If you don't mind being in a sketch, would you just wait a little bit?" And you know what I mean, I'll have it I'll have it laid out to where it's simple and smooth and stuff like that. I'll have lines, and People were gracious to stay there and wait. And then I wrote out the sketch after that. And it took a little bit. I wouldn't say it took an hour, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45. Some people left, but some people were willing to wait. You know what I mean? I wasn't paying them no money. They could clearly see I wasn't going to be giving them any money, but they're willing to help somebody out on their way up. You know what I mean? They're willing to be a part of something, and I'm forever grateful. I'll definitely say his name wrong if I try it, but shout out to the Utica comedy community for that. Binghamton as well. That time I got it. I learned from that. I was like, all right, I already had the lines ready. You know what I mean? And then as I performed, after my performance, I asked people, hey, would you mind? All right, no problem. And I think before that, I had a couple people in like a little group chat, and I just brought up the discussion because I had initial people in mind. However, I'm learning sometimes you can have the visual, but sometimes it's not the reality of what's going to happen. It may not be a copy and paste. You know what I mean? You might have the idea of, all right, I want this person, this person, this person. But when you actually do the sketch, you got some other people you didn't plan for or you didn't think about. But, you know what I mean? They hit a home run, kind of like with a movie. You know what I mean? I've heard they originally wanted, what's his name? Not Tom Green. Tom, I see his face. Mission Impossible. My bad.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise. They wanted Tom Cruise to play Iron Man initially. That's who the first option was. You know what I mean? Fast forward, we got Robert Downey Jr., and we're all grateful. You know what I mean? Except for, but then again, I'm learning more about the whole him becoming Doom type junk. I just, I was gung-ho for Kang the Conqueror, aka I am blanking on names today, but you know who I'm talking about. And my persistent mind is like, nah, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try to remember that nigga name. On Lovecraft Country, his name was Tick. He played that character. He was in Apollo 3 against nigga, you know the nigga name I'm talking about. We might edit a photo of him just so you know what I mean? Just for, you know what I mean, the correction or whatever. But I wanted him to be, you know what I mean? I like continuity, man. I like continuity. I like everything to flow together. You know what I mean? But, in life you're gonna have curveballs. You know what I mean? There's gonna be pause. There's gonna be, you know what I mean? Moments like that. But moving forward, man, I don't want to just limit this to just talking about certain bloopers. But before I bring up this sketch, I think if you've seen the actual sketch of like the break room supervisor, I think this will be even funnier. If you haven't, pause this video right now. Go to my Instagram, Mike Terry 7. You know what I mean? On Instagram. And it's going to be in the more recent episodes or clips, depending on when you watch this. But check out the break room supervisor. You know what I mean? It's also on my TikTok, Mike's Voice 7. Excuse me. But yeah, check that out, and then boom, push play after you watch that. But this is one of the this is one of the moments that I liked. You know what I mean? Blacksmith liked, but it couldn't go into the actual sketch because I laughed immediately after. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Continuity. He had to keep continuity. But this is a moment that happened, you know what I mean, after the guy's at the table, character I'm playing is at the table. He just got his food. You know what I mean? He just got his food, just came back from his break. He notices that he's late. He's like, all right, let me just go ahead and punch out. You know what I mean? Punch out on my break. I'm going to eat this food real quick, and I'm going to come right back. And then this moment happens. Motherfuckers always trying to get over on somebody.
You can't laugh.
Sorry. Well, fucking play around and God damn it. But yeah, see, the bag broke on that one. It was like, all right, we had it looks dramatic, you know what I mean? He threw it in the trash so hard that the bag broke. But you know what I mean? I think, I appreciate all the support, man, all the encouragement I've been getting from the sketches, you know what I mean? Family members, friends, as well as people who are just enjoying the journey, who are along for the journey, man. I appreciate y'all, you know. I appreciate it. I understand, things come and go. There might be, and I'm not trying to speak it into existence, but I see it all the time and people's growth. Like, for example, King Batch, I enjoy his sketches. You know what I mean? And I'm sure people enjoyed his sketches when he was first putting them together and stuff like that. And when he hit a certain level, I think at the level he's at now, I imagine he's getting a lot of criticism. You know what I mean? So there's a point where it's all positive, and then there's a point where some negatives happen inside. So I'm aware of that at this point. So you know what I mean? I'm grateful. And I think, you know what I mean? I always want to stay grateful. But I don't know, man. These sketches are fun to make. And I feel like the vision is coming into fruition, man, of what we doing here on Outside the Box with Mike Terry, as well as C2C. Yeah, man, I'm just real excited. I'll just keep saying that. I'm just real excited. And yeah, now we here, man. We don't this the third location we've been at. This it's been a good location. We did a bunch of different things, man. Bunch of different things in these first 2 seasons, so to speak, or the first 2 years rather, of this podcast. Started in 2023, right at the top of the year. You know what I mean? Now we going into 2025. So far we've had 9 special guests. We did one watch along episode. We had 44 episodes, and then we had 6 special episodes, whether it was a reaction, watch along, or just an episode that I wanted to try something different. All together, that's 50 of them. You know what I mean? Counting this one, that'd be 51. Now I know that might be confusing. In my head, it's like a canon episode. You know what I mean? For those who are like Marvel fans or just comic book fans, there's canon and there's non-canon, which is like there's a timeline. This one's on the timeline, number 1, number 2, number 3. Then this one's just, hey, Mike's trying something. You know what I mean? So it's like it's off the timeline. But, I just try to have fun with the journey, man. Try to have fun with the process. I've learned a lot. You know what I mean? Looking at different, trying different episodes and stuff like that. Definitely want to do more watch along episodes. I enjoyed doing that. I saw that y'all enjoyed that as well. A lot of positive feedback from that, stuff like that. I don't think that I'm gonna make it a habit to do political reaction videos or something like that, unless something hilarious happens and I just can't ignore it. But yeah, I learned a lot, man. And don't be shy. I'm willing to receive constructive criticism. You know what I mean? If you got ideas of things that you'd like to see me try or do, as long as it ain't jumping up and down on one leg butt naked, nothing crazy like that. You know what I mean? Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments, man. At me on social media or whatever. If you see something, something you'd like to see me try. You know what I mean? Something that you'd like to see me react to. Once again, Facebook is Mike Terry. Instagram is at Mike Terry 7, MikeTerry 7. TikTok is Mike's Voice 7. And that's all the social media I'm gonna be on. There's too much now. There's freaking too much. There's Snapchat still thriving. Twitter, not anymore. Twitter is X, and then they got Threads. I'm not doing all that. I'm sorry. I got YouTube as well. Mike's on YouTube. You know what I mean? You can check me out on there as well. That's my own personal page and stuff. Where mostly on there, I'm posting clips and stuff like that to promote the episodes and stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that, man. And then I'll post the actual episodes on there also. Shout out to all those people who are following along with the journey also. To keep it moving, there's certain highlights. I did not go through every single episode, but there are some that stayed in my mind. Certain highlights of these episodes, or certain highlights of at least this one episode. I'm sure there's more that you guys like, but some that I liked that I just wanted to double back on, that I felt like, you know what I mean? Not enough people saw it, I felt. You know what I mean? For the sake of laughing. And shout out to Mo Brown for being on the podcast. He ended up, at the time of this recording, he was running. He was about to run. I mean, it was about to be election time. He was running for county legislator. I think it was the number 4th district, if I'm correct. I might be wrong on that. But he ended up winning. Shout out to him. And I was like a little hesitant to release this, the second part of this clip as a actual clip, because I didn't want it to somehow affect him getting elected. But now that he's in there, and you know what I mean, this is on me. If anybody got any problem, aim it at me. All right, don't aim it at him. It was just a funny moment, and I just want to remind you that this happened. I only know about basketball through 2K. Like whoever dope on 2K, that's what I believe. I'm like, I'm going with that. It could be completely false, but I'm like, this
he got a 95 overall in 2K. He must be.
It must be. I need him on my team.
He is elite. I'm crying.
But
I'm not gonna be like Trump at 80, still trying to carry the torch. I think that's chaotic.
yeah,
I don't know how they do that.
I don't want to get into the conspiracy. I'm gonna spare that, but
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say it and then we're gonna wrap up. I heard Joe Biden dead, man. I'm just gonna I heard that that's not even him no more, bro. I heard that that's not even him. All right, look, what? Outside,
Let's be very clear. Put the camera on me for this part. I am not consigning this. We did not discuss this beforehand. I do not agree with this. I think Joe Biden is alive and well. I think he should stop working. However, alive.
But man, hey, we appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Fun times, man. Shout out to every guest who's been on here, man, who's been willing and been able, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt it. Rico, Country Boy, Travis Blunt, T Blunt, Zach G, Renna Rouse, freaking, I see his face. Exotics. I'm doing one hand, but I'm not about to go to this one. Exotics. Just K. Shout out to him. Mike Peters. I don't know if that's 9 names or not, but I think that might be it. I did read. Yep. I think that's everybody. Shout out. If I missed anybody, let me know. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all being along with the journey, being willing to be here. That's not something that's lost on me. Because some people, they want to wait until you hit a certain level, and then they come on to your podcast or support or whatever. But I think it means something to me that somebody sees somebody on their way up or on their way, starting out, even if you're in the point where you just figuring it out, and they say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I will want to be on your podcast and stuff like that. And, not making you feel like they doing you a favor, So everybody who came on had the right attitude, and I appreciate that. So shout out to y'all, man. I hope the best success is in your future, and that you obtain it. Shout out to the whole C2C Indie Radio family as well. Blacksmith, Seldom, Jackie Mack, everybody, the whole family. You know what I mean? All the other shows, ones that's coming up, that's coming back. Some new stuff out there too, that's on its way. I'm just real grateful. I'm very grateful for this moment, man. We're gonna talk more about it. But I also, Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving recently. That was, of course, that's a part of the year. But my family, we celebrated Thanksgiving, had some food. Didn't really have visitors or guests around the house. But I feel like there's certain, there's certain, it's not a cadence, it's not nuance. I had the right word. There's courtesy or whatever. That's the word I'm gonna settle on right now. But there's certain things you do when you go to somebody's house. You know what I mean? Maybe you take your shoes off. Everybody got different rules in their house. Some people, take your shoes off right when you get there, and you know what I mean. You walk around in your socks. Some people don't mind. They let you walk around their whole house with your shoes on. You know what I mean? I've had somebody attempt to wear their shoes and put their feet on my couch, on my bed, matter of fact. I'm like, nah, we don't do that here, bro. I'm sorry. We don't, on my bed, nigga. Put your shoes on my bed? Nah, I don't know where they do that at. I don't know where they do that at, but it's not here. But there's certain different dynamics, man. Certain households, it's rude to turn down food. I've discovered that in, I guess, in a Latino, Hispanic household. If somebody offer you food, you say yes, stuff like that. I understand. There's some people, they live by a different code, man. You know what I mean? They live by a different code. And when you live by a code like this, you might offend somebody or you might not. You know what I mean? But if you stand on that code, you might find yourself in a scenario just like this. Oh, man. Hey, yo, I appreciate you helping us move, bro. Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt. As appreciation, my wife made you something to eat. Go ahead and try it out, man. That's very nice of you, bro. I'll be honest, I'm a pass, man. I don't need everybody food. No disrespect. Oh, okay. Something wrong with it?
What's up, babe?
Nah, he said he don't want this shit.
Does it need more seasoning? What's wrong with
He
it?
said he don't need everybody food.
He don't need everybody food. What is that supposed to mean? What, we dirty or
That's
something?
what I'm trying to figure out. Shit sound disrespectful to me. Yo, what the fuck you mean by that? Nah, it ain't gotta be all that.
I don't like your friend.
Me, you don't mess with my friends. Oh, but you don't mind fucking Tim, though, huh?
I told you. Tim was fixing my dress. You don't even know.
Yeah, I do know about it.
What about the time I walked in and you in that guilt?
You gonna that was 5 years ago.
Well, you won't even touch.
Well, if you knew how to cook, then maybe I would still fuck with you. Nah, it's cool. Let me get the plate. Let me get the food. Oh, now you want the food? Go ahead, eat, nigga. Hey, man. So yeah, sometimes you gotta eat the food, bro. it ain't worth starting all that drama. You know what I mean? They take the food. Hey, I'll take it to go. Matter of fact, and then you just throw it in the trash when you get home. You know what I mean? Sometimes it ain't worth bringing up old stuff. It ain't worth it, man. But yeah, do you have any Blacksmith? Do you have any certain rules that you want people to follow when they come in your house?
Just respect my stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Respect my stuff. I mean, the shoe stuff depends on, the time of year. Obviously, winter time, fall, going into winter, when the leaves falling, tracking leaves in the house. And then obviously winter time, you got the snow and, and all of that. So that's probably the only time where it's like, all right, yeah, you got to take your shoes off,
Yeah, that makes sense.
At the door. But for the most part, nah, it's not. Just respect my stuff. I can't say treat it like you treat yours because a lot of people, you know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
Don't give a fuck about they shit and whatever. Right. So I'm just saying respect me and mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same respect I show when I come to your house, that's all I ask at mine.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want, you come home, you see somebody in your refrigerator and stuff like that. Nigga, who you? You don't,
yeah, well, shit, other than my kids, I get that shit all the time. Like,
right.
You know, my grandson, he come home from school, he running straight to the refrigerator. Hey, dude, like, wash your hands. Nigga, like, what you doing?
Right.
You literally just came from outside.
Right.
Wash your damn hands before you go running in my refrigerator.
Yeah.
You know.
You're sweating and stuff.
Yeah. But, you know. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, man, I don't. Yeah, just same respect I show you at your house. Just give me that same in return. That's all I ask.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's I don't know. I'm definitely a foodie. You know what I mean? I might get some Chinese food tonight. I don't know.
I just had some yesterday.
Oh yeah, did you have the bourbon chicken? Or you had?
Nah, I got some shrimp lo mein. I don't know why I was in the mood for some lo mein and yeah.
I mess with lo mein. I'll take that. Like I appreciate the rice, fried rice. Yeah. But if I got a choice, I'm choosing the lo mein every time.
And it's fine. I must have been hungry because I got a quart.
Okay.
Normally I get a pint.
Mm-hmm.
Good enough. Or if I get a quart. Eat half, save the other half for the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Ate the whole shit last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, damn. I must have been hungry.
Yeah, for sure. Recently, I've been knocking down some Whoppers. I don't know. I've had them before, but I'm like, these joints been hitting recently.
See, and I haven't. Fast food, I haven't really eaten in a while.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's, it's been like some years since I had some McDonald's.
Okay.
And I mean, the only two that I, normally mess with is Wendy's and Burger King. Because at least their burgers to me are somewhat normal.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I may have to just suck it up, man, and go get me some Popeyes. I don't know why. I've been fiending for some of that rice and beans for some reason, man.
Yeah. I haven't had Popeyes in a while in some years,
me too.
but
it's been a minute.
In my mind, I think their chicken is dry. I don't know why. It's the presentation of it. I'm sure it's good. When I did go to Popeyes, I had the fish and shrimp. Mm-hmm. That was like my go-to. Had the biscuit. I had to have some honey, or honey packet, something to lubricate.
Some dry, to
lubricate.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't even eat them.
Oh no, yeah.
Nah, cause I mean, I had one like that shit. You could like that shit was like brick hard. Like I'm not even about that. If I was an animal needed to sharpen my teeth, that's what I could have used. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I don't. Normally, I toss that shit out to the birds and shit. The birds look at me like, nigga.
right.
So, shit, throw me some of that chicken. Like,
right.
I don't want to eat this shit.
Yeah, man.
But, I really don't mess with that. Only one, shits was dry, but they were still good, was KFC.
Okay.
They had some good biscuits. I loved when they had the cornbread. That cornbread was banging when they used to have cornbread. I don't know why they stopped the cornbread. But I stopped going to KFC altogether when they stopped the baked chicken.
Okay.
So, I really don't eat a lot of fried foods.
Right.
So that was my go-to for the baked chicken because the baked chicken was banging. Once they stopped that, I kind of stopped going there altogether.
Okay. When you bring up KFC, it brings something to my mind. I think that, and this maybe this is an idea for a future episode, but I think it is legit now that every fast food chain now has chicken nuggets. Burger King, McDonald's, KFC. You can go to other ones, Chick-fil-A and Wendy's. I don't know if I already said that. Arby's got chicken nuggets. And now, believe it or not, Taco Bell has chicken nuggets now. I seen that. I had to take a double take.
How the hell they got chicken nuggets at Taco Bell?
It must be getting tight. I don't know. Like, nigga, we got to keep competing. Give me them nuggets.
I mean, closest thing to chicken they had was the chicken fajitas or whatever.
Right.
Chicken quesadillas and all that. Damn, yeah. Wow. Okay.
I mean, I give every place credit. Like, all the sauces taste a little different. You know what I mean? I'll say Wendy's barbecue sauce, my absolute favorite. You know what I mean? Barbecues, what is it? Burger King barbecue sauce is a little more distinct, but Wendy's barbecue sauce is my absolute favorite. I'll open the packet and just eat that shit.
Wendy's got some good fries for me.
Okay.
And I don't know if they made that shit a rule now or something, but them fries are always, every time I get them, they always hot.
Okay. Hey,
always hot.
That's a good rule to have right there.
I said, I don't know if it's a rule or what, but yeah, they always hot.
That's what's up.
They, I don't know what they put on them, what they do to them, but they got, Wendy's got some good fries, and Burger King is Burger King is second. But honestly, I would get the chicken fries before I get the regular fries.
I feel you. Chicken fries be hidden.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't really tried to stay away from the fast foods, places, unless it was almost something that I can get that's damn near like a home cook.
Okay.
But Taco Bell, I only got my go-to. I never veered, from it. I always get the Mexican pizza.
Okay.
And they come with, I get two soft taco supremes with it. And, I don't know, something about them beans or whatever that is on the Mexican pizza. That shit is delicious.
Yeah, I haven't had that one in a while. We might do that for an episode. Go ahead and sit here, buy all of the chicken nuggets and rate them. Might do that, man. I might have to do that.
Moe's, that's another good spot.
Moe's, okay.
Yeah, Moe's. Because everything is like I don't know. I was about to say chalupa. What's that shit? Chipotle.
Chipotle, yeah.
Which I've never been to.
Okay.
I've never been to Chipotle's. Never been to Chick-fil-A.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
only I
would say
gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
But after they had that whole racial thing, I kind of
okay.
Yeah, right. I was like, nah, I skipped that.
Okay.
But I hear they like a toss up with Bojangles. And I had some Bojangles. Bojangles is pretty good. I mean, Bojangles honestly remind me a lot of Popeyes.
Okay.
But yeah, Moe's is good because I like them. Everything is like freshly done right there in front of you. You can see all your shit getting served up.
Mm-hmm.
Right in front of you. Definitely, they got some good bowls. The bowls be banging.
Yeah, yeah, man. Might have to do that on the episode, man. Have a little food episode or whatever. Rate different items and stuff.
So your top 3, real quick.
Yeah.
Your top 3 chicken nugget places that you would get some chicken nuggets.
Okay,
from.
I would say. I'll say Wendy's number 1. I'd say Chick-fil-A and KFC are tied at 2 because I'm convinced that they got the same exact nuggets now. I'm convinced. And Burger King making a comeback, but I'm just gonna say for consistency, I'm gonna say McDonald's is my number 3. Even though like I started because I think it was 2018, maybe 2019 or whatever. I started going around and checking out the different chicken nuggets, and the Burger King nuggets wasn't even appetizing back then. I remember I just got like a little 4-piece, like a petty pack.
Yeah. See, and that's what I say about
jump was nasty.
McDonald's nuggets. I watch, my grandkids and the wife eat them. I'm like, shit look dry. Like they look,
when they hot, man. I mean, and sometimes if I'm hungry enough, I might eat them warm, but them nuggets they be good. It's just you can eat enough of them to where it's like right now I don't want to touch no McDonald's nuggets right now. I'll mess with Burger King, and if I feel like spending a little bit more money, because Burger King you can get 16 for $5 and some change. McDonald's you can get 20 of them for I think now it's a little over $7. I think it's $8 now.
Okay, I'm about to say I know that used to be like $5. The 20 piece used to be $5.
Yeah, but now I'm more rocking with Burger King as of right now. I mean, if you want to spend a little bit more money, you go to KFC and get the same quality nuggets as you could get at freaking Chick-fil-A. But
so you said they're using the same 11 herbs and spices.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. The only difference is the box. That's that's about it, and the sauces. But yeah, man. We gonna talk. I noticed I didn't necessarily tell you what happened to my hand. In short, and right after this, we gonna go right into the last thing I want to show you. But in short, so I broke my pinky, right? I've been telling people I broke my finger because broke my pinky, it don't sound tough at all. It sounds like you a little wuss. Oh, he broke his little pinky, a little punk. You know what I mean? Nah. Yeah. But what the situation was, I worked for a delivery company, and I just finished delivering a package or whatever, and I'm walking over to the pavement of the driveway. And they want you to kind of work fast paced so you can get done, not just so you can get done and go home early, but also so people can get their packages delivered on time and if not early. So, you know what I mean? I've been trained in all this stuff, and this is something that I've done time and time again. I'm on the pavement of the driveway. And I just start to jog to the truck and stuff like that. And the door is wide open. And as I leap up, I reach my hand out to reach for the yellow railing. And as I'm moving up, my hand actually collides with the frame of the door. There's the yellow railing, then there's the frame of the door. It's that much space. It's like a centimeter apart. So it's like I just mismeasured it. And as I leaped up, pow, it hit. As I continue, my body continued to move forward onto the truck. And I just immediately feel pain. I'm like, damn. And I look over at my finger, and it's like this. And John like that. I'm like, dang, all right, it's broken. I'm like, it's broken. And I had a moment where I had to release. You know what I mean? I didn't cry, but I was frustrated, I'll say. And I'm like, dang, nigga, I just got back working because I had a little problem with my thigh and junk. And it was at a point where I couldn't run. I couldn't sprint. I could jog at best. And it was causing me to, I was having trouble doing the job and whatnot. So I'm like, all right, I just got done with that situation. And then now I got this junk. I hope I had a moment, you know what I mean? Calm down. All right, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? The finger's broken. I can't go back in time and fix it. My supervisor was already going to be on his way to bring me a gas card so I could, because, you know what I mean? I was running low on gas or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I could try to, and at this time, they already had, and here I am making a statement on something that's a workers' comp case. So I'll just try to, I'll take some details out of this. But they had me working with a lighter truck, I'll say. It wasn't a whole bunch of heavy stuff, just small things. So I'll say this, after some time, I took some photos of my pinky, stuff like that, the way it looked, called my supervisor, he called his supervisor, yada, yada, yada. Hey, Mike, just bring the truck to the not garage, but bring it to the location, park it, and go straight to the ER. And then fast forward of waiting in the ER for 6 hours as far as the waiting room. And then, I left around 8, waited in the waiting room for 5 hours, my bad, ER until 8. Took an x-ray, all that kind of stuff. Funny moment before the x-ray happened. One of the nurses, he looked at my finger, was like, oh, wow, yeah, it's broken. Okay, it's just, because I kind of just want to pop it back into place. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, and he just kind of grabbed the tip of the pinky, and I'm like, hey, it's probably gonna hurt like heck, but do what you got to do. And then he started trying to straighten it, and that pain ignited, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna just let the doc do it. I'm like, bitch, that hurt. I'm like, no, but now I had to jump comfortable. I'm sorry for cussing, but I'm like, yo, I had to jump comfortable. Now I'm in pain now. What do you mean you just gonna let the doctor do it? Then about 30 minutes passed, and then the doctor came, and you know what I mean? All right, we're gonna get you set up with an x-ray just to make sure whether it's broken or it's dislocated, because if it's dislocated, we can put it back in, takes the x-ray, finds out it's broken in a couple places. So I'm like, damn it. So it wasn't gonna just pop back in place. They tried to straighten it as best as they can. Like it's still twisted. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's I don't know if you can see how this looks right here. It's almost like some of the skin is twisted that way. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody screwed my pinky on wrong. That's what it looks like under here. But you know what I mean? Got pain medication, stuff like that, taking it easy, got a new splint.
Yes, I was about to say that one do look a lot better than the last two you had. The first one definitely looked like some homemade shit, and the second one, the second wraparound that you said you did yourself, looked a lot better than the first one. But that one right there, like you got some Velcro, like
you got some cushion right here.
That's the best thing yet. Now that look like you got some insurance.
Okay. You have to stay tuned to see what the first one looked like. But yeah, man, it's been a journey, man. I've been mainly just trying to keep quality over quantity. I'm trying to move away from, oh man, I got to do another episode this week. I got to do it, and just doing them just to keep up with the rat race. Sorry, that's my keys moving around in case it picks up on the mic, but it was just getting uncomfortable. But I just want to continue to move forward intentionally and put out episodes that matter to me, and that I enjoy doing. I feel like with that formula, you guys will enjoy it more. I truly do. There's a lot of different things you could be watching in the world right now, but I appreciate you guys watching us. And I know some people heard about a scenario with a break room supervisor. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful to have had some cool bosses and stuff like that. But somebody sent us a video letting us know that this situation is continuing to happen. That things are getting out of control between an employee and a supervisor. And you know what I mean? We try and do justice. We try and make sure this person is exploited. You know what I mean? So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and show you the second video that we show them what we talking about, Blacksmith. This is the second time this junk happened. Check it out. Hey, man.
Hey, Mike. Oh, yeah, when you work here, your lunch is free, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever you find in that refrigerator, you can have it. They're just going to throw it out.
Oh, they're just going to throw it away?
Uh-huh. Don't even worry about paying for it. It's free, baby.
Oh, hey, can't argue with free. Hey, I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
All right. Nice job, man. Oh. Slice of pizza. All right. Hey, I'm hungry. Hey, thanks,
All
man.
right, now.
Hey, man.
Hey, Mike.
Still cool, right?
Yeah, go ahead, man. We all be eating the food.
All right. Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, all right. Another slice.
Time to eat.
Hey, you already know. Yeah, man. Yup, got another slice.
I see they got you working outside,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. It's hot out there.
All right, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
My man, Mike, what up?
Hey, man. Another day, another dollar, man.
I feel you.
Man. Give me a little slice of pizza real quick.
Do you think,
Yeah, man,
Mike?
you know how I get that. Hey! Who told you can go in there and get that food? Huh? Nah. Huh? I said, who told you can go in that refrigerator and get that food?
It's all right, Bill.
Hey.
I told
I don't need your help, Sandy. Shut up. Sit over there and collect your calls. You ain't got to talk to her like that, bro. I ain't gonna ask your little ass again. Who told you can go in that refrigerator and get the food? They said we could have the food. If, you know what I mean? Whatever's in the refrigerator, they said, you know what I mean? They was just gonna throw it out, so we might as well eat it. Okay, yeah. And it was just free, huh? Hey, calm down, nigga. All right. Put that food down before I kick your ass. All right, nigga, I'll put the food down, but you ain't about to put your hands on me now, is you? Oh, you think I won't? Hey, come on, nigga. Hey, calm down. Shut your fucking ass. I told you niggas to stop coming in here and getting that food. That's wild, man. Nigga need to be arrested. But in all honesty, there's I worked at a job. Shout out to Beacon Skiff, Apple Orchard. I would definitely say they take good care of their employees, man. It was just a seasonal job. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get back into the workforce. You know what I mean? Get my car on the road, all that stuff. And they had like a thing. They had, it was okay for you to get like on your lunch break, you got a free item. You know what I mean? You got a free item. Go to the cafe, you got the work shirt on or whatever, and you could go in there and make it yourself, or you could ask them, hey, could I grab a fish sandwich or, you know what I mean, whatever. And, some people, if they liked you enough, you know what I mean, you say, hey, I'll get a chicken sandwich. They say, hey, you want some fries too? Next thing you know, you walking out with a meal. You know what I mean? You free of charge. I'm like, man, if I ever run a company, I want to run it like that, So I'm like that, but even with that, like, I don't know if it's just some kind of trauma that I've been through. I always had some kind of level of anxiety that somebody was going to check me just like that. So I was always hesitant, and everybody would be looking at me like, yo, you good? Everybody knows you can get the food for free. And I'm thinking it's going to be like the owner of the company going to walk in one day and he's just going to freaking holler at me. But no, man, it never happened, but it was cool, man. And then you get like, certain months you would get like you get a voucher, and you would get 5 pounds of apples and a gallon of apple cider. You know what I mean? Or a half gallon of apple cider, which was on point like a mug, man. But yeah, I used to walk out of that job with like freaking pies and a bunch of donuts and stuff like that, man. I love jobs like that. Especially jobs where it's like the food is advertised, at least that the food's got to be made fresh or whatever. After like one day of the food not being sold, they just put it in the back, and then it's up for grabs. So that was definitely have some fond memories of that job, man. And yeah, man. This has been a blessing. This has been a blessing, man. I appreciate the support. I hope you guys enjoyed what we had to show you, the bloopers, the highlights, new sketches and stuff like that. It's up from here, man. It's up from here. I've learned a lot, I don't want to say it. We gonna keep going, man. We gonna keep going. Life has been lifing, but we gonna keep going, and I'm without saying a lot, I'm just feeling real optimistic, man, for 2025. More action, more movement, man. Anything to add before we head out, Blacksmith?
Nah, it's like you said, man, just waiting for this, next phase of this journey, seeing what 2025 bring us, and like you said, just ready to ride it out.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing for you guys to be here. Appreciate you. It's a blessing that you guys are here with us. Thank you for all the day ones. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody else who's with us. That was the thought of me having Netflix just now. I had a split moment where I was like, what am I going to watch when I get back home? But Yeah, man, it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing. We done did a bunch of different type of episodes these past couple years. Learned a lot. Tried stuff out. You know what I mean? New stuff. We done did the street interviews. Definitely want to do more of that in this next phase for sure, especially in the summer. Ain't gonna do the junk in the winter. It'd be freaking crazy, but yeah. Y'all already know sometimes I have a hard time closing these episodes out, so I'm gonna let it happen. Appreciate everybody. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to continue along with the journey, make sure you subscribe to C2C Indie Radio right there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and then after you do that, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new video. Possibly, most importantly, make sure you share this video to anybody who can use a laugh, use some motivation, or some education. And give yourself a round of applause. As you just stepped outside the box. Peace.